Hi everyone, today's topic is absolute configuration. In the last class, we have studied about relative configuration, that is D and L system of nomenclature. That is mainly useful in the case of sugar and amino acid molecules. In the case of other molecules other than this sugar or amino acid molecules, if there is a system of nomenclature is there, that will be more useful to identify its structure from the name itself. That is, if there is a symbol like in the case of D and L, if there is some symbol or if there is some descriptor is there with the name, we can easily identify its or we can easily recognize its structure from the name itself. That is, in the case of lactic acid, there is we know that lactic acid there are two isomers of lactic acid, mirror image isomers, but it is not possible to identify its structure from the name, or it is not possible to identify which isomer is which enantiomer. If a chemist is talking about one enantiomer, it is not possible to identify which enantiomer is talking about. Okay. So, in such a situation, if there is some descriptor is there, that will be more useful. So, that is this absolute configuration. And this system of absolute configuration, it is proposed by three scientists, R.S. Kahn, Ingold and Prelog. That is Kahn, Ingold and Prelog. It is a contribution of three scientists. They together published this work in 1966. And this system of nomenclature, as per because of their name or because of their contribution, it is also known as CIP nomenclature. That is CIP, Kahn, Ingold, Prelog, CIP nomenclature. And in this nomenclature, the descriptors used are R and S. Descriptors used are R and S. Okay. There is also E and Z system is also there in the case of double bonded compounds. That is in the case of diastereomers, that is in the case of double bonded compounds, we are using E and Z system of nomenclature. In the case of other stereocenters, we are using this R and S system of nomenclature. And in this, it is based on two rules. First one is a sequence rule and other one is a chirality rule. Sequence rule and chirality rule. In the sequence rule, we are prioritizing the groups attached to the stereocenter. That is, we are giving the priority. We are giving the priority to the different groups attached to the stereocenter. For example, in the case of chiral carbon, there are 4 different groups are attached to the chiral carbon. To the 4 different groups, we are giving the priority, first priority, second priority, third priority and fourth priority. We are giving the priority by following certain rules. By following certain rules, we are giving the priority. Okay. And after giving this priority, we have to view the molecule in such a way that the lowest priority must be away from the viewer. The lowest priority must be away from the viewer. In such a way, we have to view the molecule. And after that, if the priority, that sequence of that priority, that sequence, that is from 1, then 2 and then 3, that is 1 to 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, that sequence, if that sequence is, if it is if we mentally followed that sequence, if that is going in a clockwise direction, we have using the descriptor R. We have to use the descriptor R. If that sequence, that is 1, 2, 3, that sequence is falling in an anti-clockwise direction, that is in a counterclockwise direction, we need to give the S subscriptor. Okay, that is R symbol in the case of clockwise direction. If it is in the anti-clockwise direction, that sequence is following in an anti-clockwise direction, the descriptor used is S. This R and S, that R and S, it is from the Latin word rectus and sinister. Rectus the R comes from the Latin word rectus, meaning right, and S comes from the Latin word sinister. Sinister, that Latin word meaning left. Okay. So R and S. That is why it is called R and S system of nomenclature. For example, in the case of, suppose this is a molecule and the different groups attached to this chiral carbon A, B, C, D. Okay, this is a molecule and the different groups are A, B, C, D, and suppose this A having the first priority, B having the second priority, C having the third priority, and D having the fourth priority. And after giving the priority, that I already said the priority is given by following certain rules that we can look. First, we have to give the priority by following certain rules. Okay. And after this, we have to view the molecule in such a way that the lowest priority must be away from the viewer. So, I am viewing the molecule from this side. So, this is the lowest priority. This is away from me. That is, this is the, it is away from this plane. This is the back of this board. Okay, back of the plane. Back of this plane. Okay, back of the plane. This is the plane. These A and B are on the plane. C is above the plane and D is below the plane. And this sequence 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, this sequence 1, 2, 3, that sequence is in the clockwise direction. This sequence is in the clockwise direction. So, this is having the R configuration. This is a mirror image. This is a mirror image of this molecule. So, A, this B, here C, D. Similarly, here is, suppose this is having the first priority, this is having second priority, and this is having third priority, and this is having the fourth priority, and 1, then 2, then 3. This sequence follows in an anti-clockwise direction. The sequence follows in an anti-clockwise direction. So, this is having the descriptor S. So, this is a basic way. This is a basic way of giving this R and S descriptor, or this is a basic way of giving the R and S nomenclature. And this is based on, this priority is based on certain rules. Okay, certain rules. It is this priority is given by given according to certain rules, and this is a sequence rule, that is we have to give the priority first, and the chirality rule means by after giving the priority, if that sequence follows in a clockwise manner, that is having the R configuration, and if that priority goes in an anti-clockwise manner, that is having the S configuration. Okay, clockwise R, and if it is in the anti-clockwise, that is S, that is chirality rule. And the first rule, that is sequence rule, in the sequence rule, how this priority is to be given. It is based on certain sub rules. Okay, certain sub rules, and first one is, if there are different atoms, and if there are atoms, then the atom with highest atomic number, will get higher priority. Suppose if compare oxygen and nitrogen, oxygen have higher atomic number than nitrogen. So, oxygen will get higher priority than nitrogen. It is again will get higher priority than hydrogen. Okay, that means higher atomic number will get higher priority. Look at this example. This example, here is this is a chiral carbon. Here is OH, COH, NH2 and hydrogen. And when we compare the different groups in terms of atomic number, this carbon is attached to, here it is attached to oxygen, here it is attached to carbon, here it is attached to nitrogen. So, oxygen, carbon, nitrogen and hydrogen, which is having the highest atomic number? Oxygen. So, this will get higher priority. Then after OH, when we compare these three, hydrogen, nitrogen and carbon, so which is having the highest atomic number? Nitrogen. So, this will get next priority 2. Then after that, hydrogen and COH, this hydrogen and C, carbon, which will get higher priority? Carbon. So, this will get third priority, and this will get fourth priority, and this 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This is in a clockwise direction, the sequence follows in a clockwise direction. So, this is having the R configuration. Okay. So, the first rule is that if an atom having the highest atomic number, if there are different atoms and the highest atomic number will get the group having highest atomic number will get higher priority over lower. Okay. And in the case of same atomic number, if the atomic number is same, then we have to consider its mass. For example, in the case of isotopes, like H11, H12, deuterium, in the case of atomic number is same, mass number is different. Sorry, this 2, deuterium, H11, H12, that is H12 deuterium. So in the case of if the atomic number is same, the highest atomic number will get higher priority. So here the deuterium H12 will get, or deuterium will get, if there is a group, deuterium is attached, in other case hydrogen is attached, the deuterium will get higher priority over hydrogen. Okay. And that is the second one. Then the third one, if there is a cis isomer and a trans isomer, if there is cis and trans, cis will get higher priority over trans. Cis and trans, cis will get higher priority over trans. That is, here it is hydrogen, here it is hydrogen. That is a cis isomer. If it is cis isomer, and suppose here it is hydrogen, here hydrogen, like this, cis and trans. This is a chiral center, this is a chiral center, and chiral center is attached to a cis isomer and a trans isomer. In that case, the cis isomer will get higher priority over trans isomer. Okay. So first one, atomic number, highest atomic number will get higher priority. The second one, isotope, mass number, higher mass number will get higher priority. Third one, cis isomer will get higher priority over trans isomer. The next one, R. If there are, if the chiral carbon is attached to the different groups, one having R configuration and other having S configuration. That is in the case of more than one chiral carbon. There are different chiral carbons. So one having R configuration, other having S configuration. In such a cases, R will get higher priority over S. For example, in the case of here it is CHO, here H, OH, H, OH, H, OH, CHO. For systems like this, in order to find the configuration of this carbon, find the configuration of this carbon, okay, here this carbon is attached to OH, here hydrogen, and this group, both these groups are same, okay, both these are same. So here we have to find the configuration of this carbon, this asymmetric carbon and this asymmetric carbon. Here it is OH, hydrogen, this is the first priority and this is the second priority. So 1, 2, 2, 3, this is having the S configuration. So this is having actually R configuration. How to find the configuration, that I will discuss later. So this is actually this carbon having the R configuration and this carbon is having the S configuration. Okay, this carbon having the R configuration and this carbon having the S configuration. So in that case, in order to find the configuration of this carbon, we have to give priority for this one, that is R will get higher priority over S. This group will get higher priority over this group, that is R will get higher priority over S. Okay. Next one, in systems that contain RR or SS, that will get higher priority over RS or SR. That is similarly like this in the case of systems in which similar configurations like RR or SS and RS and SR, in that cases the similar configuration will get higher priority over the dissimilar configuration. Okay. For example, in the case of like this, that is hydrogen, here it is OH, here it is a cyclic system, like suppose this, and if chlorine, suppose here it is chlorine attached, here chlorine, suppose this is chlorine and this is chlorine, here also chlorine. So here also this is in this type of molecules, here this group, this is having one configuration. Suppose this is this is having the S configuration, or suppose this is also having the S configuration, and this is having the configuration R, and this is having the configuration S. In such a cases, the similar configuration, actually this is having, we can find the configuration by putting the values. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, so 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, this is in the anti-clockwise direction, and S, this is actually R, so this is actually S, correct, this is S, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, this is in the clockwise direction, so this is having, this is first configuration, this is second, this is third, 1, 2, 3, clockwise direction, so this is having the configuration R. And here it is 1, this is having 2, this is having 3, 1, 2, 3, anti-clockwise direction. So, this is having the configuration S. Similarly, here chlorine having 1, this is 2, this is 3, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, this is having the clockwise direction, and this is having the configuration R. And here suppose chlorine, here it is 1, here it is 2, here it is 3, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, this is in the anti-clockwise direction, but here hydrogen is above the plane, so this is having R configuration. I will give the detailed system of nomenclature later, just I do this for giving the name. So this is SR, and here it is both R, okay, R configuration, here it is SR. That means in the case of systems in which similar configuration, here it is similar configuration RR, here it is S and R. In the case of similar configuration and different unlike configuration, the similar will get higher priority, that is this will, here R, both are R. So, similar will get higher priority, that is RR or SS will get higher priority over RS or SR. That is the other rule. Okay. Next one is, in the case of systems in which lone pair, that is in the case of systems, nitrogen systems, there is lone pair. In that case, the lone pair will get the least priority. Okay. If nitrogen is attached to 3 groups and with and the last one is a, fourth one is a lone pair, that lone pair will get least priority. And one more, in the case of systems like biphenyls, the nearer groups will get higher priority over farther groups. That we will study later. In the case of systems like biphenyls, there are groups, near groups and far groups. In that case, the near group will get higher priority over farther groups. So, these are the basic rules for giving the priority. That is, first one is about atomic number. Higher atomic number will get higher priority. And next one, if the atomic number is same, consider the mass number, the higher mass number will get higher priority. And if there is a chance of R and S configuration, the R configuration will get higher priority over S configuration. And the last one is RR and SS will get higher priority over RS and RS or SR configuration. Okay. And in the case of this first one, that is, first one is about atomic number, that is highest atomic number will get higher priority, that is, this is a case, here oxygen, nitrogen, carbon, hydrogen. So, here the higher atomic number is oxygen, so this will get higher priority, this is first one, this is second and this is third. Okay. And this is a flying wedge representation, this is a molecule. Suppose this is a molecule and here this is a molecule, here it is, this is NH2, this is a COH, these are on the plane and this is OH is above the plane, this is a plane. Okay. This is a plane, I am saying, this is a plane, in the plane NH2 and COH, and this is OH is above the plane and this hydrogen is below the plane, okay, behind the plane, this is a plane, okay. And I am viewing the molecule from this side, and from viewing the molecule from this side, so this OH, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, so 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, this is in the clockwise direction, so this is having the R configuration. Okay. Suppose the molecule is like this, that is NH2, COH, here it is hydrogen, and here it is OH. Here it is hydrogen and here it is OH. That is here the priority. This is having the first priority OH, oxygen, second priority nitrogen, third priority carbon, and fourth priority hydrogen. Here the last priority is moving away, moving towards me. Okay, it is moving towards the viewer. Lowest priority is moving towards me. So in such cases, how the configuration? This 1, 2, 3. This 1, 2, 2, 3. This is in the clockwise manner. This is going in a clockwise manner. That is R configuration. This is having R configuration. But the condition is that we have to look in such a way that the lowest priority must be away from the viewer. That this hydrogen must be behind the below the plane. So in such cases we have to reverse the configuration. That is, here it is actually R, but we have to reverse it. That is, this is having the S configuration. That is not the correct way. That is only for the shortcut method. I am giving only the shortcut method, but it is not the correct way. Correct way is that we have to rearrange the molecule in such a way that the lowest priority must be away from the viewer, or we have to view the molecule in such a way that the lowest priority must be away from the viewer. Okay. And here why we have reversing the configuration? That is, here it is like R and we have reversed it, we get S. That is, here this is a system, here this is NH2 and this is COH. Okay, this is NH2, suppose this is NH2 and this is COH, this is hydrogen and this is OH. Okay, these are on the plane, and this hydrogen, yellow is hydrogen is moving towards the viewer, and this OH is away from the viewer. If I am looking from this side, this hydrogen, lowest priority is towards me. Okay, towards me. In such a case, if we are viewing, if I am the viewer, what I am going to say is that if I am the viewer, this hydrogen is a yellow, this is the lowest priority. If I am the viewer, I can see like that, suppose I can see it in a clockwise manner, but if you are the viewer, this lowest priority is away from you. That is in the correct direction. This lowest priority is yellow. It is away from you. That is, if for me it is in the clockwise direction, for you as a viewer, it is in the anti-clockwise direction. Okay, that is the concept I am trying to tell. That is, for me, if it is in the clockwise direction, for you as a viewer, it is in the anti-clockwise direction. That is why we are reversing the configuration. That is, in this case, if hydrogen is above the plane, that is, lowest priority is above the plane. If you are the viewer, this hydrogen is below the plane, or it is away from you. So for you as a viewer, it is actually the S configuration. This is the R configuration. For me, I got it as R configuration. For you as a viewer, you got it as S configuration. That is why we are saying that we have to reverse the configuration. If hydrogen is not away from the viewer, we have to reverse the configuration. Actually, the best method for finding the configuration is that we have to convert this flying wedge into Fisher projection. And from the Fisher projection, we can easily find the configuration, or we can easily give the configuration R or S. And in the case of flying wedge, the condition is that the lowest priority must be on the vertical line. The priority rules are same as in the case of flying wedge, but the other rule, that is, in the case of flying wedge, the rule is that we have to view the molecule in such a way that lowest priority must be away from the viewer. That is a condition. But in the case of Fisher projection, the condition is that the lowest priority, in the case of Fisher projection, there is no case, or there is no case such that we have to view in such a way that they are behind or they are towards. Such a situation is not there. So in that case, in the case of Fisher projection, the case is that the lowest priority must be on the vertical line. Lowest priority must be on the vertical line. For example, this molecule, we can convert this flying wedge into Fisher projection. We already studied this conversion of flying wedge into Fisher projection, etc. before classes. This, when we are converting this solid line, that is NH2 and COH, this solid line, easy method is that this solid line, that is NH2 and COH, this NH2 COH, that is on the vertical line, and this one, this hydrogen, this is on the left side horizontal line, and this is like open the book, okay, look like open the book. So this OH like this, okay, so OH comes here. So NH2 COH vertical line, here on the horizontal line, here H, and the other side OH, okay. And here we can see that this hydrogen, here hydrogen is the lowest priority, and this is on the horizontal line, but by rule the lowest priority must be on the vertical line. So we have to make change in such a way that the lowest priority must be on the vertical line. How we can make it on the vertical line? We already studied that we can rearrange the groups on the Fisher projection. That is, we can do different actions. That is, mainly we can do two actions on this Fisher projection. That will not change its structure, or that will not change any configuration of that molecule. That is, we can do two interconversions, interchange of groups, interchange of two pair of groups. If we interchange one pair, if we interchange, for example, if we interchange this one, this hydrogen comes here, COH comes here. If we interchange two groups, that will make change to the configuration. But if we do two pair of interchanges, that is, we can interchange these two, that is two pairs. If we interchange two pairs of groups, that will not make any change in the configuration. Similarly, we can rotate the three groups. We can rotate the three groups by fixing the fourth one. That means we can rotate the three groups by fixing any of the one and rotating the other three. That is also possible. That will not make any change to the configuration. So here I am fixing this NH2 I fixed, and these two groups I rotate in such a manner that this hydrogen comes in the lower side. So I rotate in the anti-clockwise direction. So hydrogen comes here, COH comes here, OH comes here. So OH comes here, hydrogen comes here, COH comes here. Now the lowest priority is on the vertical line. Then we can give the priority. This oxygen will get first priority, then comes nitrogen 2, then comes COH 3. So 1, 2, 3. This is having the R configuration. The flying wedge projection also we got it as R configuration. Okay. So this is a method. This is a best method for finding the configuration. Instead of finding the configuration from the flying wedge, the best method is convert the flying wedge into the Fisher projection and then do the this priority and other things, and then find the configuration. That is the easy method. Okay. The first rule needs some elaboration, or it must be more clear in the case of first rule. That is, first rule is higher atomic number will get higher priority. But if the case is such that if both having the same atomic number, what will be the case? If both the atoms or both the groups having the same atomic number, then that is there is a tie. If there is a tie, we have to consider the nearby atom. We have to consider the nearby atom. That is here, suppose these are the different groups. We can compare these groups. Okay. Here this chiral carbon is attached to ethyl and chiral carbon is attached to methyl. Suppose this chiral carbon is attached to ethyl and methyl, which will get more priority or which will get higher priority, ethyl or methyl. Here both cases chiral carbon is attached to carbon. Here also it is attached to carbon. Here also it is attached to carbon. So there is a tie. If there is a tie, we have to consider the nearby atom. So here, which are the nearby atoms? Here this carbon is attached to 2 hydrogens and 1 carbon. Here it is attached to 2 hydrogen and 1 carbon. Here this carbon is attached to only 3 hydrogens. So which one will get higher priority? This will get higher priority because here it is carbon, here only 3 hydrogens. So this will get higher priority over this one. In the case of this one, here also first one is carbon, so there is a tie. So consider the other atoms. Here 2 hydrogen and oxygen. 2 hydrogen and oxygen. Here it is 2 hydrogen and nitrogen. So oxygen will get higher priority over nitrogen. So this group will get higher priority over this. Similarly here it is carbon tie. So here it is 2 hydrogen, here it is deuterium. So this will get higher priority over this one. In the case of here, first one is CH2, here also CH2, there is a tie. So consider the next atom, next carbon, here also carbon. Here carbon is attached to deuterium, here it is attached to 2 hydrogen. So this will get higher priority over this one. Here CH2, here CH2, so there is a tie. The next one CH attached to CH3, here also CH attached to CH3. So again there is a tie, then CH2 tie. Then this carbon is attached to chlorine, here 2 hydrogen and chlorine, here 2 hydrogen and carbon. So this here comes chlorine, so this will get higher priority. Here it is CH2, so there is a tie. Here carbon is attached to 3 carbons, here carbon is attached to 2 carbons. So this will get higher priority. And for this system, here this chiral carbon or this asymmetric carbon is part of the ring. If this chiral carbon or asymmetric carbon is part of the ring, we have to move along the branch. We have to move along the branch. That is, here this carbon attached to hydrogen, this OH and this branch. Here this branch and here this side this branch. So first priority here OH first priority, and second this is the least priority hydrogen, and second priority this one or this one, which will get second priority. Here this carbon is attached to carbon and 2 hydrogen. Here also same, that is CH2, here CH2. So there is a tie. So we have to move along the branch, that is next one. Here it is carbon, here also carbon, but here it is carbon is attached with 2 hydrogen and a carbon. Here this carbon is attached to 2 carbons. Here it is only attached to 1 carbon. So this side will get higher priority, that is this side. That is this side will get higher priority, this side will get third priority, and this 1, 2, 3, it will go in this direction. So this is a method of doing, or this is a method of giving priority if the groups if the atoms have similar priority, or sorry, if the atoms have similar atomic number, same atomic number. That is, there is a tie, we have to consider the nearby atom. Okay. In the case of atoms or groups with double bond or triple bond, in such a cases, we have to follow divide and duplicate rule. Divide and duplicate rule. That is, systems like this which contain double bonds or triple bond. In that case, we have to follow divide and duplicate rule. That is, suppose if A is double bonded to B, suppose A is double bonded to B, that means A is singly bonded to B 2 times. Suppose if A is double bonded to B, which means that A is singly bonded to B 2 times. One is to B itself and other is the ghost atom of B. Other is ghost atom. This is called ghost atom. That is having similar atomic number. That is, it is ghost atom, or it is called phantom phantom atom, that is, it is only a duplicate of this B, but it is not attached to any other atom. Okay, that is A is double bonded to B means A is singly bonded to B 2 times. One is to B itself and other is a ghost atom of B, and this ghost atom is called phantom atom. And here this B is also bonded to ghost of this, ghost atom of this, that is A. This is a way of writing, or this is a way of seeing this double bond. Okay, A double bonded B means we can write in this way, A singly bonded to B, and it is A is bonded to B and also the ghost atom of B, and this B also bonded to the ghost atom of this A. Okay. So in the case of these groups, we can compare the priority. This is CHO, aldehyde group, and this CHOH. In these two cases, which will get higher priority. Here carbon, this asymmetric stereocenter is attached to carbon, here also carbon. Then this carbon, there is a tie, and next one it is attached to hydrogen and double bond O. And here also there is hydrogen, so there is tie, here it is double bond O, here it is 2 singly bonded oxygen. So this system, this CHO, this CH double bond O, we can write in this way, that is CH double bond O means it is singly bonded to O 2 times, singly bonded to oxygen, and one is a ghost atom of oxygen, and this oxygen is singly bonded to the ghost of carbon. This is the meaning of this one. So here we can see that this carbon, here this carbon is attached to 2 oxygen. Here also this carbon is attached to 2 oxygen. So same, there is a tie, but that oxygen is again attached to carbon. Here that oxygen is attached to hydrogen. So this one will get higher priority, that is, this one will get higher priority over this one. Okay. Similarly, in this case also, similarly here also we can write in this way, that is C, here it is OH, double bonded O. Double bonded O means singly bonded to O 2 times. One is a ghost of oxygen, and this oxygen is bonded back to ghost of carbon. Okay. So here this carbon is bonded to 3 oxygen, here also carbon is bonded to 3 oxygen, and this oxygen bonded to here hydrogen only, but here this oxygen bonded to carbon. So this will get higher priority. So in the case of double bonds and triple bonds, that will get higher priority. Similarly, in this case also, I am not showing here, this will get higher priority. Okay, do you want to see? Okay, I will write CH. Here CH double bonded to CH2. Double bonded to CH2 means singly bonded to CH2 2 times. Singly bonded to this carbon and singly bonded to the ghost carbon. And this carbon again bonded to the ghost of this carbon. Okay, this is the meaning. So here this carbon is attached to 2 carbons. 2 carbons. Here also this carbon is attached to 2 carbons. But that carbon is again attached to another carbon. Here it is only attached to hydrogen. So this will get higher priority. In the case of, similarly this case also same, this will get higher priority. In the case of this C triple bond N, these both are same, that is why I am showing only this C triple bond N. Here C triple bond C, here C triple bond N. C triple bond N means C bonded to nitrogen 3 times. This is 1, this is a 2 and this is a 3. And one is bonded to nitrogen and the other 2 are ghost atoms of nitrogen, and this nitrogen bonded to carbon back, ghost, it is bonded back to the ghost of this carbon. That is, this is the meaning of this one. Carbon is attached to 3 nitrogen. In this case, carbon is attached to 3 nitrogen, 1, 2, 3 nitrogen. Here carbon is attached to 2 hydrogens and 1 nitrogen. So this will get higher priority. Similarly, in the case of this system, this benzene ring, in the case of benzene ring also, here this double bond means this is bonded to this carbon and it is also bonded to the ghost of that carbon. And this here also there is already 1 hydrogen is there, and this carbon is again bonded to the ghost of this carbon. Okay, here already there is 1 hydrogen and this carbon is bonded to this carbon and also to ghost of this carbon, and here also it is bonded back to the other carbon. So in all the carbons it comes like this. Okay. So this is the case of this, and this other system. So when we compare these two systems, we can see that this will get higher priority over the other. So in the case of double bond and single bond, when we compare double bond and single bond, the double bond will get higher priority. Similarly, triple bond also will get more priority than double bond, which again get higher priority over the single bond. Okay. How can we assign the configuration for systems which contain more than one asymmetric carbon atom? That is like in the case of tartaric acid. We have seen certain examples which contain only one asymmetric carbon atom. In the case of more than one asymmetric carbon atom, we can assign the configuration by writing the molecule in a Fischer projection. Okay, by writing the molecule in a Fischer projection, and after that we have to give the configuration. That is the best method for finding the configuration in the case of systems containing more number of asymmetric carbon atom. For example, in the case of tartaric acid, that is COH, H, OH, OH, H, COH. This is tartaric acid, and for this tartaric acid, these are the two asymmetric carbon atoms. So here we can assign the configuration. Consider this carbon. For this carbon, the different atoms attached are oxygen, here carbon, here hydrogen, here carbon. So here first priority, this is having the highest atomic number, this one will get higher priority 1. Then next one is here carbon, here carbon. So there is a tie. So consider the next atom. Here this is C double bond O, here it is single bond O. Okay, here this carbon is attached to single bond O, here this carbon is attached to double bond O. So this will get higher priority. Okay, number 2, and this hydrogen will get the fourth priority, this will means this group. This as a whole will get third priority. So 1, 2, 3. From 1 to 2 to 3, this is in the anti-clockwise direction, counterclockwise direction. So this is S, but hydrogen is in the horizontal line. So we have to reverse the configuration. So this is actually having R configuration. Similarly, here oxygen, hydrogen, here carbon, here carbon. So this will get first priority 1. Then compare this carbon and this carbon. There is a tie. This carbon is attached to double bonded oxygen. This carbon is attached to single bonded oxygen and single bonded carbon. So this will get higher priority. This will get second priority 2, and this will get, this group as a whole will get third priority, and this is the fourth one. Okay. So this is the third priority. So 1, 2, 3, 1 to 2 to 3. Again this is in the anti-clockwise direction. Okay, this is in the anti-clockwise direction, yes. So but hydrogen is in the horizontal line. So reverse the configuration, that is R. So both having the R configuration. If we take the mirror image of this molecule, that is COH, here it is OH, here it is hydrogen, here it is hydrogen, here it is OH, here it is COH. This oxygen, this OH will get higher priority 1, then carbon, here this carbon is attached to double bond oxygen and single bonded oxygen. Here this carbon is attached to this carbon will is attached to oxygen and carbon. So this will get higher priority 2, and this is having the third priority. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. This is in the clockwise direction R, but hydrogen is in the horizontal line. So it will have S configuration. Similarly, in this case, here this is having the first priority, here this is having the second priority, and this will get the third priority. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. This is in the clockwise direction, hydrogen is on the horizontal line. So reverse the configuration. So this is having the S configuration. Okay. Actually, this is a mirror image of this molecule. So these are enantiomers. So in the case of enantiomers, if one is having the R configuration, the other will have the S configuration, reverse of that. Okay. So this is a mirror image of this molecule. So this is having R. So this will get S configuration. Here R and here S. Okay. And these two are, if if they are obtained in 50-50 percentage, if they are obtained in 50-50 percentage, that is, suppose this is a racemic mixture, then how can we name this compound? In the case of racemic mixtures, how can we name the compound? In the case of racemic mixture, this is 1, 2, this is second position, this is the third position, 1, 2, 3, 4, this is 2 and this is 3. So, 2 R, this second position having the R configuration and this second position also having the S configuration. So, 2 R S, this is the third position having the R configuration here, in this case third position having the S configuration. So, 2 RS, 3 RS, dihydroxy, 2 hydro OH group, dihydroxy succinic acid. 2 RS, 3 RS, dihydroxy succinic acid. That is a nomenclature for this racemic tartaric acid. Okay. So, in the case of racemic tartaric acid, both the isomers will be in 50-50 ratio. In that case, this is the way of naming, that is 2 RS, 3 RS, that R and S together we have to give. Okay. So, 2 RS, 3 RS, dihydroxy succinic acid, that is a nomenclature of this racemic tartaric acid. Okay. And other one is the small r and s, use of small r and small s, systems in which the use of small r configuration, small r and small s configuration. That is, look at these systems in which, for example, in this case, this chiral carbon, what about the configuration of this chiral carbon? For this chiral carbon, both these sides are similar except in configuration. Both the sides are similar except in configuration. Here it is R, here it is S. Always you have to keep in mind is that in these cases, here hydrogen is the lowest priority. Here 1, 2, 3. There is also hydrogen. Hydrogen is there, and hydrogen must be on the lowest side. That is on the this dash type of line. Hydrogen must be on this dash type of line. Hydrogen is not showed here. That means hydrogen is above the plane. In that case, we have to reverse the configuration. What the configuration we get, we have to reverse it. Hydrogen must be on the lowest plane, or that must be on this wavy line. Okay, that is, we are viewing the molecule above, that is in this way, that is on the board. This hydrogen is above and this OH is below. Okay. In the case of ring systems also, in the case of ring systems also, the hydrogen must be on the wavy line. Okay. And here for this carbon, the two sides are similar except in configuration. This is having the R configuration and this is having the S configuration. So, in such cases, we know that R configuration will get higher priority over S configuration. So, this will get higher priority over this, and for this carbon, this OH will get first priority, and here 1, 2, 3. So, there is a hydrogen, that hydrogen is like above the plane. Okay, because here it is showed as below the plane. So, this is OH1, and for this R and S, R will get higher priority. So, this side 2, this side 3. So, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. This is in the anti-clockwise direction. This is going in the anti-clockwise direction. So, yes, but hydrogen is above. So, reverse it. So, this is actually R configuration. But that R should be like small r. We have to show it as small r. That small r means that here for this asymmetric carbon, the both sides are similar except in configuration. Okay. Similarly, in this case also, here for this asymmetric carbon, the both sides are same except in configuration. This is S, this is R. Here also, this is having 1 and this is having 2, this is having 3. So, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. This is in the clockwise direction. So, configuration is R. Here hydrogen is not showed here, that means hydrogen is below the plane. So, there is no need to reverse the configuration, it is as itself. So, small r. Okay. Similarly, here also, this is for this carbon, both sides are same, For this carbon, this is having the first priority 1, this is having second priority, this is having third priority this side, and here hydrogen. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, this is going in the anti-clockwise direction. So yes, no need to reverse it because hydrogen not shown here, that means hydrogen is below the plane. So this is having small s configuration. Okay. Similarly for these systems here for this system, this is asymmetric carbon, and in this case this is a CH3, this is CH3, and here one hydrogen is not shown here, hydrogen is, that means hydrogen is above because this is below, that hydrogen is above. And for these systems, suppose these are having 1 and 2, this is because this is CH3, so as you know this will get the priority 3, this will get the priority 3, and the hydrogen will get the priority 4, and the 1 and 2, for among these two, which will get 1 and 2, okay, which will get 1 and 2, that is we have to give the priority 1 in such a way that the resultant configuration should be R. That is a method in these type of systems, that is we have to give the configuration in such a way that the resultant configuration should be R. So here this side will be 1, this side will be 1, this side will be 2. So 1, 2, this side 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, this is in the anti-clockwise direction, so yes, but hydrogen is in the above the plane, so reverse it. So this is having the R configuration. In such a case also we have to use small r, okay, small r. Similarly here also this is 1, this side 1, so here also this side 1, this side 1, this side 2, this side 3, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, this is having the configuration small r because hydrogen is already here, it is in the lower side. Similarly here also, here this is CH3, this is having third configuration, and here hydrogen having the fourth configuration. Among these 1 and 2 we have to give such a way that it must be in the clockwise direction, that is R. So 1 here 2, so 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, so clockwise direction, so this is having the R configuration. Similarly here this is having third configuration, this side 1, this side 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is having the anti-clockwise direction S, but we have to reverse it, so this is also having the configuration small r. So for these type of systems, that is having same on both sides except in configuration. If both sides are same except in configuration, in such a cases we can use the small r or small s configuration instead of capital R and capital S. Okay. In the case of polysubstituted cyclenes, that is the cyclic compounds which contain more than one substituents, in that case also we can use this R and S system of nomenclature. Okay. For example, these molecules, compare this molecule, this is CH3 here, hydrogen, here OH, here hydrogen are on the same side, so this is a cis isomer, and here also, here hydrogen is on the below, here hydrogen both are above, here also this is cis, here these two are cis isomer, and these actually they are the mirror images, here CH3 above, here CH3 below, here OH is above, here OH is below, they are the mirror images, they are cis isomers, and here this hydrogen, here hydrogen is above and hydrogen is below, that is this is a trans isomer, here also hydrogen is above and hydrogen is below, that is trans isomer, and they are enantiomers because they are mirror images, here CH3 above, here CH3 below, here it is OH, here H is above, here H is below, they are mirror images, they are trans isomers, they are cis isomers, they are trans isomers. And here also we can give this R and S nomenclature. For this carbon which will get the highest priority, this side or this side, this will have carbon, here also carbon, there is a tie, here comes oxygen. So this side will get higher priority, this is 1, this is 2 and this CH3 3. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2, 3, this is having the clockwise R configuration, here hydrogen below, here similarly in the case here OH first priority and this side or this side, the above side will get higher priority. So this is 2 and this is 3. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, this is in the anti-clockwise direction, hydrogen below. So this is having the S configuration. So R and this is S. So if we take the mirror image, instead of here R, it will be S. Okay, it will be S because here for this carbon, this will get higher first priority, second priority, this is a third priority. So 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. So this is like R, but hydrogen is above. So this is having S configuration. Okay, for this S, this is having the mirror image, so R configuration. Okay, so RS, here it is SR. Similarly, here this is having first priority, here having the second priority, this is having third priority. So 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, this is having the R configuration. So this will have S configuration. Here it is 1, here this side 2, this side 3. So 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. This is having the S configuration, here hydrogen above. So this is R configuration. So this is having S configuration. So here also in the case of these type of systems, cyclic compounds, we can give this R and S configuration. And in nature, we know that most of the compounds are obtained in pure enantiomeric form. Okay, and we know the relative configuration. Most of the times we know the relative configuration, but we don't have any idea about its absolute configuration. Okay, we don't have much idea about the absolute configuration. Okay, so that in that case, if we know the relative configuration, we can compare with the compounds which is having the absolute configuration, and we can assign the configuration. In that case, we can assign the configuration like R star and S star. Instead of R and S, we are giving R star and S star. For example, in the case of this compound, this is actually here hydrogen, bromine above the plane, hydrogen below. Here it is chlorine, hydrogen, chlorine above, fluorine and hydrogen. Okay, hydrogen, bromine, hydrogen, chlorine, fluorine, hydrogen. Bromine, chlorine and fluorine above, and all the hydrogen are below the plane. Okay, for this compound, I am not writing the priority, etc. I am just giving the name. This is 1. This is 1. This is actually 1, 2, 3. Why this comes 1? Because here comes bromine, highest molecular weight bromine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So 1, 3, 5 substituents at 1, 3 and 5. This is actually 1R bromo, 3S chloro and 5R fluorocyclohexane. This is 1R bromo, 3S chloro, 5R fluorocyclohexane. That is, we know the absolute configuration of this molecule. But we don't know the configuration. We don't know the absolute configuration of this molecule. In that case, but we know something about its properties, or we know something about its relative configuration. Okay, in that case, that is, we know something about its relative configuration means if we know some of its properties, that is helpful to relate it with some other molecule which we know already, which we have the knowledge of its absolute configuration. Okay, if we know the property of this molecule, we don't know the absolute configuration, but we know the properties. In such a case, we can relate with some other molecule. In that case, we know the absolute configuration. Okay, so for this molecule, we don't know the absolute configuration, but we can relate this molecule with the other molecule, which in that case that have the fixed absolute configuration. In such cases, we can give the configuration like 1R star bromo, 3S star chloro, 5R star fluorocyclohexane. 1R star bromo, 3S star chloro, 5R star fluorocyclohexane. So this configuration, this nomenclature, this 1R star bromo, 3S star chloro, 5R star fluorocyclohexane, this name can be given to either this molecule, and it can also given to this molecule Actually this can be given to this molecule, but here this also, for this molecule also we can give this name, that which indicates that for this molecule we are giving in a relative manner, because in the case of this molecule it is not able to predict in the system using the D and L system of nomenclature, because in that case we need OH or negative group, okay, such cases, that is on the right side, etc. For that type of, that it is not that type of molecule. So that type of configuration D and L system is not possible here, okay. And here we can give this configuration, that means this molecule is have some relation with, some relativity with a molecule having this name, okay, this absolute configuration, that is a meaning, okay. Similarly, this configuration also can be given to this also, that means this molecule can have some relation or some relation with other molecule, okay, that is the meaning. This molecule have some relation with other molecule, or they have some similarity with some other molecule, that is the meaning of this star, R star and S star. So that is a system of this R star and S star nomenclature. So that is all about this R and S system of nomenclature. Thank you.